Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is the nail set we'll be working on, and for that we're going to be using Born Pretty's Cat Eye Metallic Gel Polish. I did want to start with color swatching these colors. Since they're all so beautiful, I want to decide which one to use. The application was very simple and the colors all went on very smoothly. I knew I wanted my design to be very elegant, and so I was going for more of a neutral color. I will definitely be coming back to these colors. This red and kind of champagne purple color are so beautiful. I think they'd make a perfect Christmas elegant look. Now taking my magnetic piece, this is what's going to create the magnetic effect. Make sure that you're not curing before using the magnet, because then it won't work. There's many different ways to use it, but I like to just do a diagonal look. And so we have a very dusty rose color. This one's more of a mauve. Of course, our red, a champagne pink, silver, and lastly, champagne. Here is one last look at the swatches, and now I'm going to get started with my nail design. I like to use press-ons just so I can have them ready whenever I need them, and so I'm just going to start off by adding one layer of color. A trick I like to do is to just do one layer without using the magnet at all. This will make sure that you have full coverage on your nails. I do cure this first layer, and now I'm adding the second layer. The second layer is where you do use the magnet, and again you can use it whatever shape you want, but again I'm just going to do a diagonal. I like to repeat this by adding 2 or 3 layers just to make sure that I get a good solid color. And I do use the magnet every time. Just make sure that you try to get it in the same spot. A cool trick I like to do with my brush is before curing, just use it to drag down your gel polish, and this will create some texture. I feel like this simple step can bring any nail art to the next level. Now I'm going to cure and continue on to the rest of the nails. I did cure for 1 minute, and now this is what we're working with. I also did the same brush effect on the middle finger, and that's what it looks like. Now I'm going to be using some rhinestone glue to add some 3D effects. I love using rhinestone glue for this part since it makes it so easy to create those teardrop shapes. Take your time in this step. You want to make sure that your gel is not falling over. If you have to, do one bubble at a time, meaning do one bubble, use your brush, and then cure it, and then work on the rest. Doing one bubble at a time will also make sure that they're not mixing together, because if they touch, they probably will just start to form into one big blob. And now this is what we have. For the middle finger, I'll also be adding some bubbles the same way I did for the thumb, except for this one, it's going to go on the sides. Here I'm using hard gel, and this is going to create a flower. Now taking my silicone pen, I'm just pushing it down to create some petals. This is what our 3D nail art is looking like, and now let's move on to the next step. This step just involves our finishing touches. Here I'm taking my rhinestone glue, and I'm just going to be adding some bling details to the nails. I want to create some texture with some pearls, some metal beads, and some rhinestones. Add as many or as little as you want, and then we can move on to the next fingers. Now it's time to get fancy with our Born Pretty metal painting gel. I love this gel because it literally looks like liquid metal, and so I'm going to try to draw just like a circle. The beauty of this design is that it does not have to be perfect, so try to just make it into like a giant blob, or kind of going for like an old picture frame style. If we wanted to create more of a 3D effect with this nail, we could also use a rhinestone glue and then just draw the same circle and then use our metal painting gel to paint over it. Here we have the pinky nail, and for this one I'm just going to do a quick French tip with my metal painting gel. To add more texture to our 3D flower, I'm adding some metal beads to the middle. Now here is the cherry on the top. We're again going to use our metal painting gel to just add more texture and dimension to the flower. Using a generous amount of gel, just brush over the top of the petals. We can already see our flower start coming to life. I did also go and do little brushes in the inside of it, but now we are basically done with our nail design. I include all the materials I used down in the description below, so make sure to check those out. And if you liked this video and found it helpful, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and also head over to my Instagram and my TikTok for a lot more pictures and videos of my work, and just thank you so much for watching.